Good morning, my name's Julie from So Unique, and I'd like to welcome you to day 8 of my April vlog. I don't even know what day of the week it is. I think it's Wednesday today. But it's a beautiful day out there, the sun's out, so I would say we could be doing the garden today, but I don't think we will be. Obviously from yesterday's post you'll have seen that Tabby was poorly and was taken to the vets last night, emergency appointment. The vet phoned me back up at 10 to 11 last night, and of course when the phone rang and I thought it was the vets, it was like, oh my god, what's gone off now? So luckily he was just updating me really. They've got the blood test back on Tabby. Everything was fine. His blood pressure was still up a bit, but it had come down a bit by the sound of things. So they put him on a drip to rehydrate him, and they decided that they want to give him some antibiotics just to see if that would help. Then again, he phoned this morning. We were very nice. Look, keeping us in touch, with everything. And said Tabby had a good night. He'd had eaten some food and he'd kept it down, and he seemed a lot perkier. So that was that. And then we had to phone up after 9 o'clock, which, I mean, it's 11:30 now. So we waited a little bit because obviously we knew there was a changeover with staff. So we waited until about 9:30. And then the receptionist says, well, I need to go and see the vet and I'll phone you back. And that was ages. So I've only sort of, 11:15 it must have been when I spoke to the vet. And we are going to pick Tabby up at 4:45 this afternoon. We've got like an appointment and he's going to have a chat with us then. But it sounds like because Tabby's got a little bit of a heart murmur, which we found out a few weeks ago when he went to the vet, because Adele wanted him checking over because she thought his hearing, was going. So it could all be to do with his heart. He could be developing heart disease, but obviously they're not 100% certain on that. But it sounds like they're not going to send him home on any medication. His blood pressure this morning was normal, so it's going to be a case of, I suppose this afternoon the vet will tell us when we need to take him back to our own vets. Now he did say a couple of days or maybe a week. He wasn't certain then, so hopefully by this afternoon they'll have decided when he needs to be seen. So yes, he's going to have to go back and have his blood pressure checked. And I suppose if it's normal they won't do anything, but if it goes up then obviously he's going to be on medication for the rest of his little life. So yeah, but he is 13 and we were always told we would never have him he wouldn't live to a ripe old age basically, because he was a fat cat. And no matter how hard we tried to cut his food down, he was just a greedy cat because he was a feral cat, and it just didn't sort of sink into his little head that he was going to get fed regularly every day, and he was greedy. So his weight sort of went up a bit, and it used to drop down a little bit in the summer when he was outside, but I mean it has dropped down a little bit last time we went to the vets, and I don't know if they weighed him last night or not, but it'll probably drop down a little bit. But over these last few weeks he has changed a bit. He hasn't been eating as much, and he's been sleeping a lot more. So yeah, I mean we just thought it was old age really, but probably not. Probably this was the start of it all. But he was eating. I mean he's been pottering around. He was going outside for the toilet and that, but not very much, So hopefully he should be all right. But we'll wait and see what happens later. Anyhow, I am packing up some things. I've got to go off to the post office. So I'm going to pop down to my shop in a bit to pick up some kits that I've got to post out, and I don't know, I might pop over to Tesco's and see how big the queue is today, because we do actually need some food, even though I've got an Asda shop coming. I don't know if it's Thursday or Friday this week it's coming, but as I couldn't actually go in and change my shop because there's stuff in my basket that I don't actually need anymore, so I need to actually go and physically go to the supermarket and buy some food, because it's amazing how quickly you get through your food when there's 4 adults at home. I mean, we're not eating big meals or anything. It's like soups and beans on toast and things like that, and milk and eggs and things. And of course, my flour is just going down and down and down. So yeah, so I can't see me doing a great deal else today, to be honest. My compost has just arrived from Amazon, so it's a nice big bag. I'm just waiting for my potato growing things to arrive, and then we can actually get them going. I'll get the onions in as well. I just had a look at some of my seeds this morning. I mean, the tomatoes, obviously they're uncovered now, so they're not getting too leggy, and a few more have sprouted up as well in the pot, which is good. The peas haven't started. There's nothing from the peppers. There's nothing else that's poking its nose out at all. But I did check the 3 terracotta pots I've got with the herbs in, and they've started. Trouble is, the where I've written on it in chalk, it's come off a bit, hasn't it? Because there's a bit of water that's come off when I've taken the little plastic bag off the top, so it's wiped away the chalk. So at the minute I don't know which is which. But one of them is doing quite well. It's probably about that big now in the pot, and the other 2 have started, which is good. But the mint in the Wilco's pots, there's no sign of life there at all. So that's a bit disappointing, really. I'm just hoping they're just slow starters, because I really want my mint. I love mint. I just need to find out 2, I don't know. Well, when they start growing, I need to find out 2 sort of big buckets for it to go with. Oh dear me, I don't know. So we might be, like I said, it just depends what we're doing. I mean, we've got that little greenhouse to put together. So I don't know whether Kevin will do that while I'm out. But we shall see. So it's going to be an odd day today, so there might not be a great deal of filming done today. But yeah, I'll see you a bit later on. And I've just discovered 10 small jars, new ones, tucked away in a cupboard. This being at home's not too bad, is it? When you can find little things like that. So it looks like I will be doing more chutney. So that should keep me busy for a bit. Well, while I'm waiting for Kevin and Adele to fetch Tabby from the vets, I thought I'd put some bread on. So I'm going to do some sun-dried tomato. I've got a recipe there for sun-dried tomato and red pepper bread, but I'm only using sun-dried tomatoes. So that'll keep me occupied for a little bit. So I'll just pop on briefly and give you a quick update on Tabby. He came home at tea time and it's brighter than what he was. Mind you, he looks considerably thinner at the back end than he did last night. So obviously it doesn't do him good not to eat. Excuse me. basically, I don't think they're 100% certain what's wrong with him, but he has got to go back for a heart scan because he has developed a heart murmur a few weeks ago, and he was quite dehydrated. His blood pressure seems okay, and when he came home, unfortunately, Adela got him in a cat carrier. Coming from the car to the house, he had a poo in the cat carrier, so I don't think he was too happy with himself that he'd had a poo. So we had to clean him up, and he wasn't happy about that. But he had some food when he came in after we got him sorted. Well, they went out yesterday and got some shopping for him, and we got him some chicken soup, cat chicken soup, which is only a small meal, little bits of fine chicken and lots of liquid, and he thoroughly enjoyed it. He had all the liquid first, and then he had the bits of chicken, and then he just potted around the house for a few minutes, and basically went and got in his bed, and he just settled himself down. And we've been to see him a few times. He had a bit of a fuss, and he was purring away, and he's just fast asleep. Mind you, I think I startled him because when I came up the stairs, I put the light on, and he was okay. And then as soon as I opened the bedroom door, he like jumped and sort of turned around to see who it was. So it's a bit difficult as we don't really know how deaf he is, but we don't want to startle him. So long as he eats and he drinks, we should be, well, he eats mainly, so we should be okay. But obviously we've got to keep a close eye on him, and if he deteriorates again, obviously get him straight back to the vets. So at least he's home. I feel a lot happier now he's home. So yes, there's not been a great deal of filming today, I'm afraid. Yeah, so thank you for your concern regarding Tabby on yesterday's video. I will get back to all the comments. It's really nice of you to, show concern towards him. And yes, like I say, he's a lot brighter than what he was. Now, if I don't post a film tomorrow, tomorrow, don't worry, I'm fine. Everybody will be fine. It's just I've got a few jobs to do, a bit of tidying to do, and I don't know whether to do it this week or save it till next week. Yes. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.